ये मेरे को लग रहा है कि दिस हैज़ टू बी वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट थिंग्स आई हैव एवर सीन येट। मेरे को नहीं पता था कि आई वुड एक्चुअली सी द डे लाइक दिस जब ट्रम्प विजिट करेगा चाइना को एंड ही वुड एक्चुअली शेक हैंड्स विद जी जिनपिंग। और दिस वॉज एब्सोल्युटली इंसेन। इट लुक लाइक अ हाई क्लास मीटिंग जहाँ पे ये लोग हाथ मिला रहा था, नॉट गonna लाई।
It's the same thing in Riyadh. The top executive CEOs of Fortune 500 companies, the great innovators in our country, they're standing with Scott Bessent, starting with Elon Musk, starting with Mr. Wang and NVIDIA, Tim Cook, straight on down the line. There's the president obviously walking, and we'll be greeting. Maybe we'll just let people take this in for a second. This is the moment. I can't help it, but being in the news business as we are, would love to sit in these meetings and see what really goes on. One thing the president has told me on multiple occasions is that President Xi very steely, all business, no pleasantries, straight to the agenda. And knowing President Trump, if there's an item that's not on the agenda that is on his mind, I promise you that will be coming up. Which I'm sure that at this point they're probably used to each other because they've had, this long-standing relationship. The president now meeting China's delegation and saying hello to everybody, big smile on his face. He does live for moments like this. This is
I agree
something.
with you. Yeah, you're right about that, and we'll try and pick our moments here, as Monica Crowley.
Is Monica Crowley, yeah.
Okay, and we'll try and pick our moments here in the event that we're able to pick up some of the dialogue back.
Now,
and
this
forth.
is interesting, the dynamic. President Trump meets with President Xi's, delegation. Now, President Xi's shaking Scott Bessent's hand, Marco Rubio's hand. You can see the head of NVIDIA and Tim Cook. You can see Elon Musk. There's Stephen Miller. He's shaking his hand now. James Blair, who works in the White House, would be the next person whose hand he'd be shaking.
Right there, yes.
Yeah. Stephen Chung is there, I see. And then again, I mean, really the intellectual property of America's great corporations there.
और ट्रम्प और जी का मीटिंग भी हुआ था जिसमें वो लोग एक दूसरे के साथ डिस्कस कर रहा था कि वो लोग फ्यूचर में क्या करना चाहेगा और वो लोग नेगोशिएट भी कर रहा था.
And I think I was particularly impressed by those children. They were happy. They were beautiful. The military is obvious. It couldn't be better, but those children were amazing and they represent so much. And I know they represent so much to you. You and I have known each other now for a long time. In fact, the longest relationship of our two countries that any president and president has had. And it's, to me, an honor. We've had a fantastic relationship. We've gotten along. When there were difficulties, we worked it out. I would call you and you would call me. And whenever we had a problem, people don't know, whenever we had a problem, we worked that out very quickly. And we're going to have a fantastic future together. Such respect for China, the job you've done. You're a great leader. I say it to everybody. You're a great leader. Sometimes people don't like me saying it, but I say it anyway because it's true. I only say the truth. And I just want to say, on behalf of all of the great delegation that we have the greatest businessmen, the biggest, and I guess the best in the world. We have amazing people, and they're all with me. Every single one of them, we asked the top 30 in the world, every single one of them said yes. And I didn't want the second or the third in the company. I wanted only the top. And they're here today to pay respects to you and to China. And they look forward to trade and doing business. And it's going to be totally reciprocal on our behalf. So I really look very much forward to our discussion. It's a big discussion. There are those that say this is maybe the biggest summit ever. They can never remember anything like it. I can say in the United States, people aren't talking about anything else. But it's an honor to be with you. It's an honor to be your friend. And the relationship between China and the USA is going to be better than ever before. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Relationship between China and the that's President Trump saying the relationship between China and the U.S. will be better than it's ever been, ever before. You can see all of the pageantry leading into this as the president with his motorcade arriving. And of course, he met with the Chinese delegation, President Xi meeting with the president's delegation.
And about the meeting or delegation of the country, वो पूरा हैवी बंदा को लेके आ गया था यार, like Tim Cook and Elon Musk just for this. और वो लोग like बहुत सारे issues को discuss किया था, like Iran and Taiwan. और वो लोग ये सब भी discuss किया था.
China is already out now with a statement, several statements, in which they say that President Xi told Trump trade wars have no winners, trade teams produced, quote, generally balanced and positive outcomes. We don't know exactly what that means. And then this one just came out sort of as expected on Taiwan. They say President Xi stressed to President Trump that the Taiwan question is the most important issue in China-U.S. relations. And if it is handled properly, the bilateral relationship will enjoy overall stability. There has been some thinking going into this meeting by some experts that China may have asked for concessions when it came to Taiwan in exchange for perhaps offering help with the Iran conflict, the Iran situation, because it does have a lot of influence over Iran. It is the #1 buyer of Iranian crude oil. We don't know what happened inside that meeting. We haven't gotten a readout yet from the White House. We haven't seen a truth social yet from the president. We will not have a news conference where we can ask questions of both of those leaders. So we might be waiting until his sit-down interview with Sean Hannity to find out exactly what kind of a deal they came up with on a variety of things, including trade, which is the key part of this summit. I want to talk about what we're going to be seeing next. Of course, we've got this live picture of the Temple of Heaven. It is of great significance here for the Chinese people. It was sort of a late add to this tour that he's on in Beijing. This is a site of great significance. It's a temple that was built in the 1400s, Jonathan. It was used by emperors who would go there and pray for prosperity for their people, for their empire. And the only other president to have visited this temple was Gerald Ford back in 1975. It is massive in size. We actually drove past it when we first arrived here in Beijing. It's about 4 times the size of the Forbidden City. And there has been a lot of pomp and circumstance to this visit so far.
Now, regardless of what outcome comes from this, you can only hope कि ये सही के लिए ही हो. So, common people in the world can actually get to live a good life free from the war. Anyways, guys, that's about it for this video. Do let me know your thoughts in the comment section कि आप लोग क्या सोचते हैं. And do leave a like and a subscribe if you want more of my content. That's about it. Peace out. Have fun.